Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. I'd be more than happy to get you situated in our games and have you join in on some of the action and fun. And now, without further ado, high up on the city wall, as all of you are passing by, Lorien sits with his lyre, a group of individuals joining together and watching in anticipation. I posted something in the NPC pics for all of you, and now
Gather round and I'll sing you a song of deals gone south and deeds gone wrong, with blades in the night and secrets to keep. The truth runs deep where the shadows creep. In the heart of the city, a battle was fought with Jasper and thugs, but the cost was not naught. The lieutenant fell, and the night blades too. The guards closed in their nets they drew, taking chains to the captain's command, with truths laid bare by an honest hand. Weapons returned and a task bestowed.
And above the table, I'm really digging how you're doing these, by the way.
The shark bite in, the party did go to Iron Fist, with whispers to sow bloody
I know
note,
knees in the character doesn't
with a
like
dire
it, but
decree, 3 nights to
I'm digging
add
it as a
for
player.
price to see. To Jasper's room, so clean, so bare, not a trace to follow, no secret there, but a hole behind with its table scarred, and letters of threats the night blaze regard. The purple confines beneath the red, where danger lies past the shadowed bridge. A syndicate deal and betrayal stain, the mayor's daughter a pawn in this thing. Back to the guild where the moles are lost, a clue to follow no matter the cost. The party moves where the shadows grow, through secrets and danger where only they know.
that is what you all hear as you pass by.
Well, it was better than usual, but keep it down.
Way to ruin the
That was very cool.
ambiance.
I know. But I have to play
So-
the character no matter how much I actually enjoyed it.
So, you have passed by. If I remember correctly, after getting Ebenezer's armor to be started to work on by Lanner, you were going over to the guard station to speak to, interrogate, find information on the fists that are in there, correct?
I
Or are
believe
you
so.
skipping that and going directly to the Purple Ridge, trying to get into the Purple Confines?
I think we're going to interrogate them a little bit for some intel. So yeah, to catch up, folks, they have the daughter, and they sent Jasper a letter that said that he has to, like, bring the stuff in 3 days to save her, so... And we need to save her to get paid for finding the thief. But yeah, do we want to interrogate the thugs and see if we can't see what they knew? Or these are the thugs from the warehouse, not the fight with Jasper.
No, those guys were all killed. These are the
Yeah.
thugs from the warehouse. Where you guys
let's go-
called the guards in to get them to not kill Nesian.
Yeah.
Fran would have walked away probably okay. For some reason, remember, they spoke Goblin.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can go in and act like you're their lawyer. Like the guild sent me.
Oh,
I mean-
enjoy. Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
before I forget, also I would want Lanner to make me some type of, if he can, some type of sheath or something, so I can have the greatsword on my back as well. Right now, I can just conjure it and have it disappear, but have some type of.
He'll give
And
you
if he
a
can't-
leather sheath. It's not an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. 2 gold.
Okay, cool.
We can certainly go try and interrogate him and see if we can get anything out of him.
I mean,
What-
it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll know, but they might divulge some piece of information that could be helpful. Do we want to try to trick them, or do we want to like strong arm them? Because as like they have the whole goblin, like you could speak goblin to them, and then they'd be more comfortable. And if they see all of us, they'll, get to, because they just were fighting us. So they know. I mean, they weren't actually fighting Fran because she didn't like. But I think I did some things, and Nesian did stuff, and
Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to share that with the group. Yeah.
So-
I think that's self only, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have turned Fran into one of the ones that died, since Fran speaks Goblin. But
Yeah. It's where seeming comes in handy.
yeah.
Mhm.
But if I get that spell, it's like level 17
Right.
because I'm a quarter caster.
One day.
We could just ask one of them to help us, maybe.
yeah, I mean,
I would just need to know exactly what to say.
we're really going in blind, like, just see what they knew about the Jasper meet. Like, are they meeting at the main base, or is it going to be like a satellite location where there won't be as many people there that we could pick off, a small portion of their strength before hitting them in their, main encampment? Because we were also sort of backhandedly like hired to kill them all by the
Right.
guard captain. Only he said like, well, don't tell anybody I told you to do this, but like, can you just take care of this for me?
Yes, and we shouldn't. That might be a little wrinkle. If we ask someone to help us, we don't want to divulge any information, and we wouldn't want any word getting out that we're doing anything. I don't know. Neeson, what are your thoughts?
Well, we could use the captain's authority, I think, to get them out, which means we could offer them amnesty in exchange for information, and then take them out out of the thing one by one, and then just free them in the sewers.
Above the table, you were trying to get me evil.
Every
Single.
Pet the bunny, George. Pet the bunny.
I'm just saying, the captain hired us to do a job. If his people couldn't.
Well, I don't know if he meant the guys who were locked up. I think he just meant the rest of them in the city.
Oh!
I don't know if he necessarily wanted us to just go into the prison and kill those guys.
Well, I wasn't going to kill him in the prison.
Well, no.
I mean, that would be... I was going to escort them out of the prison and kill them quietly in a sewer. Not that I've ever done that.
Makes it easier to clean up for the
Yeah.
cleaning crew. Oh,
I mean, because we were hired to deal with them, which kind of implies we, kill them off or run them out of the city and keep them from coming back. But these guys are locked up. I mean, they're kind of handled. and they're low-level fools. Like,
Okay.
we're not getting paid by the guy. I mean, if we were getting paid bounty for, each one we got, then yeah, maybe we'd have to take care of these guys too.
It's just, intimidating people into doing what I want isn't my forte.
No,
I'm
I
better
get
at
that.
persuading or lying to people. Or introducing them to the glories of the sewer system.
Yeah, no, I think we should try to. Maybe we can make them think that we'll get them out, and we may or may not do it, depending on how helpful. Like, maybe one of them's all like, "If you get me out, I'll fucking take you right in there." Well, let's go see what they know.
Okay, then. So, you guys... Let me get back onto your map. Oh, yeah, I can remove all these guards now.
I forget. Did we go have a rest or no?
We had a long rest. I
Yeah,
remember.
we did.
Yes,
I'm
all
all
of you
topped
got a
off.
long rest. Yeah, you went
Okay.
back over to that place.
I think we crashed
The
at the
crow,
shark bite.
Or the crow something, the shark something.
The shark
Yeah, it was
bite
either
in.
the crow's nest or the shark bite. I think we were at the shark bite because we were talking
Yeah.
with them, and then
Okay.
they also
It was in the song.
That's right.
Neeson also got a job from his people
Yeah, shark bite.
to take care of all these guys. So we're double dipping.
They haven't
Yes.
given you specifics yet.
There's a bounty, he said. He said they're going to place a bounty on them.
Yeah,
That's all Iron Fist said. Yeah.
yeah. You don't
Oh.
know the
We were-
specifics of how much
Yeah.
yet, but
Yeah. We weren't specifically hired. We just get to know that the job is out there, basically.
early.
Yeah.
So somebody else could claim it in front of us. It's not exclusive to us.
So,
We should probably strike where the iron is hot.
Well, let's talk to them and see what we can find out. Maybe we can go at this like, don't make it seem like we are here to take out the guild. Let's play up we are strictly concerned with the mayor's daughter. Like the guild is not the primary goal. We're still trying to find the thief, and that is our whole like things, because they, if we're like, help us decimate your guild, they might clam up. But if we're just like, we gotta save this, and it could give us valuable information. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea. So we could go under we're looking for the girl. We know they took her because they're trying to pressure Jasper, but Jasper's dead. So Jasper's never going to answer what your bosses want.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we can give your bosses what they want, but we need to know where we can go talk to them at so that we can negotiate for the girl with whatever it is they were trying to get out of Jasper.
And
We
I
could go that
imagine
route.
we're gonna need some sort of persuasion, deception, intimidation type deal. So if we know if we pick someone to do the talking, I can do enhance ability. Like put it on their charisma, so then that will work on all persuasion, deception, and like all charisma skills. But if I think it's concentration, because if I do that, then I can't guidance anybody.
Yeah. So you don't have to above the table. So we could either do persuasion, right, which I'm fairly good at. I also can cast a suggestion spell that gives me 25 words
Oh hell yeah!
to give them something to do for 8 hours.
yeah, that spell is so much better now.
I suggest you tell us all about.
Had the bad guy not been in the office, I would have gotten that.
Yeah. Hey, I told you to look at the stream. He was there.
I know. No, it was perfect for the story. It was perfect for the story. And thank you for letting me get the tea with honey so I could have the component.
I think that's a workable plan to start. Do you want to take the lead as the talker, Ebenezer?
I can. Maybe we should practice or figure out what I should say before we go.
Would it? I mean, it's not optimized, but would it land better if Fran was speaking to them in Goblin?
I don't think I can do it that way.
No, I mean, that
Fran would have
Fran would be good.
advantage on any charisma check speaking to
Yeah.
them in a tongue that is not familiar to the city.
We could, in the suggestion, because it's 25 words, right? So we could, in that suggestion, have them, we could, in that suggestion, have them follow Fran's words, listen to Fran for the next 8 hours.
I was just thinking in general, like Fran could just speak to them, and if that doesn't work, then we could do the suggestion. I'm just throwing that out there,
Yep, we could do it that way as well. Have a backup thing to say.
I just don't know how Fran feels about leading this interrogation.
So I don't have a word limit when I'm talking to these people?
No. Once you get in there and
Not
you start
you.
talking, you're physically just talking. Ebenezer
Okay.
has a spell that has a word limit that
Okay.
can force them to do it if they fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
What
spell
am-
will compel them, but the description has to be no more than 25 words of what you want them to do.
Yep,
What-
that's
what-
that's me speaking. But yeah, sorry, Fran, I didn't. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just. What am I saying to them?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, that's we're workshopping that right now.
Sorry, I'm riding the struggle bus today. I'm trying to keep up.
It's
No,
all
I
right.
get that. That's why I was asking if you were up to it.
I'm right next to
Yeah.
you. I've got my helmet on, and here's one for you. We can both wear helmets on the struggle bus together.
The
But I don't know if Fran has even like any good persuasion or anything. I don't know what your charisma is.
So above the table, mine is amazing.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But I do think maybe trying with
But sometimes like the avenue you take offsets like
Yep.
your ability to do it.
Yeah, and it'll also save us a
Well-
spell slot if we can get, because we might need that suggestion or that.
Well, it
spell
would
slot.
still cost me a second level spell, but yeah, you could. I don't have suggestions, so if we need suggestion or something.
I have a +1 to charisma.
Yeah, I mean that's not terrible.
Yeah. But
And
you
I
also
could
have
give
advantage when you're speaking Goblin to them.
Okay.
which means you wouldn't have to burn the spell slot on.
Oh,
Ding ding
and you could
ding.
give guidance.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah,
So
so then do guidance.
Yeah.
yes, that would be
Let's-
even better.
Let's get some paper and write this down, and then that way Fran can kind of memorize her script. Above the table, let's figure out what to say
Yeah.
and write it down for Fran.
Well, type it out, guys. We got to chat.
So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if we have to have.
Well, we can hear.
Yeah.
We want the daughter. That's our main goal, is what we're telling them.
Yeah.
We know their bosses were trying to trade Jasper for something. We don't know specific. Oh, for all the items, wasn't it? Oh, it was just,
Yeah.
They were trying to trade Jasper for the girl.
Well, they wanted the items. We don't know what all the items were. We only know what was
Well,
stolen. But
yeah.
presumably there were at least one other item that she wanted to get that we don't know what it was.
So they were trying to make a trade with Jasper.
Hmm.
For the girl. But Jasper's dead, so they're never getting anything out of him. We are we want the girl to stand trial for her crimes. Because we're after the girl is what we're pitching, right? We don't care
We
about
kind of-
them. We care about the girl.
We kind of are, because if you go back to the artisan guild deal that we haven't finished yet. We need to turn her in for the bounty of finishing the task. And they still haven't found the armor molds, as I recall. So
Right.
we could ask them if they already have those. Like, just really play up this artisan guild thing. Like, that's what we're here doing, because we are. They just don't need to know any of the other stuff.
So we're willing to trade to get her. We're willing to trade her bosses, and we want to know how to get in touch with their bosses.
Yes,
that
we
what
want
we-
to. Yeah, we want to get in touch with their bosses because we want to trade for her.
So basically that. That's obviously in no way a script, Fred.
Yeah.
That's not a. You have to read that word for word.
You can
But-
probably flip it. You can probably say we want the girl for her crimes and we're willing to trade for her.
And we don't know precisely where the trade was supposed to. The purple confines is kind of vague. I don't know if that is specific enough.
It's a
Well,
pretty
that's what-
specific place.
Well, I mean, no, it's a part of town, but I mean,
No, it's a specific place.
Oh,
Purple
oh.
Ridge is a part of town. The Purple
Alright.
Confines is a place.
all right.
Oh, she's leaving.
I'm making this easy.
Maybe if we could.
I just reworded what you said, Tim. It's
Yeah.
almost word for word the last half. That's all she really needs to say. Right?
Well, no, but it leaves out the part that the person that they were trying to trade with is gone. So they need to deal with us because their original trade, their original path to getting what they wanted is no longer available. That's our selling point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're leaving all of that out.
Oh,
with
so
just
I
that.
guess they. I assume
Yeah,
we
they
need they don't know Jasper's dead because they were already
Oh,
caught
right.
before Jasper was killed.
Correct.
Okay, you're right. I forgot about that part. That's why.
That's our this is why you can talk to us, because your boss's deal is already dead. We're their only option
Mm-hmm.
if they still want to get this done.
And
Here we go.
Yeah. And maybe we could kind of try to figure out if the purple confines are their main place or just a smaller place, because we don't want to walk right into the whole guild.
Well, I thought
So-
we knew that they're all at the Purple Confines, and we even to some extent know how many of them there are.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So here could be.
All right, Fran needs a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. We're workshopping it. So we want the girl for her crimes and are willing to trade for her. How can we get in touch with your bosses? We're your only option because Jasper's dead. Something like that.
And I just have to hope they
Yes.
don't look at my shoes.
Why?
Because I'm
That
wearing
just
Jasper's shoes.
I know, but that just proves Jasper's dead.
It
We're
also
not
proves
lying
I
to
killed
them.
him, or we
So?
killed him.
We're not telling them that we didn't kill Jasper.
We're not saying
We're
we did kill
in
Jasper
competition with Jasper.
I
What
guess.
we're trying to sell is that we're not in competition with their bosses.
Yeah.
Not that
that's
we
true.
weren't in competition with Jasper.
That's a good
You
point.
can flat out tell them, "Hey, we killed Jasper, so
Or
you
just-
either deal with us or your thing falls through."
So we have Fran in the front speaking Goblin. I'll stand behind her with my greatsword. Odie can stand with his leg propped up so we can see his shoe, right?
Just bring a barrel in to prop it up and
Right. Just stand there with with your
Pull it-
elbow on
pull it-
your knee.
Pull a Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I can
That's what
choose what of my equipment remains when I turn into wild shape, so I can be like a cat wearing these boots.
Oh my god.
Puss in boots.
The funny part is this is just the little piece. This isn't like the main.
All right, so now we need to get a permanent step stool that has like a light on it for him.
Let's see.
All right, so yeah, we're not concerned with the guild. We need the daughter.
Want the girl for her crimes. We're willing to trade for her. Have them get in your touch with your bosses. We're your only option because Jasper's dead. Something.
And I mean, the
Ooh,
whole.
do we have?
I mean, maybe we need to play it up more that we're just mercenaries. Like, we don't care about her crimes. We were paid to get her. Like, if we don't get her, we don't get paid.
I don't even know if we need to tell them necessarily, other than the fact that we want her for her crimes. I think that's.
Well, that makes it seem like we're like do-gooders, and do-gooders will end up like, oh, turning against the guild, but like, no, we don't care. Like, we're indifferent.
Crimes
What
against
you
us.
did.
Crimes against us and others.
Well,
No,
I think-
we're hired to find her. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think Oddbar is right.
Okay.
I think the pitch is we're mercenaries.
Dispassionate.
Right. We were hired to find her. That's what we're gonna do. We know we need to deal with your bosses if we want her.
Gotcha.
I think I agree with Oddbar on that standpoint.
Because if we're like if we mention her crimes, like if we say like we care about her crimes, it's like, well, this is a Assassin's Guild.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. So I'm also trying to keep the verbiage down for Fran.
No,
for,
I get
for
that.
Fran.
I mean, just
And we're not flashing any badges. We could mention we're the cleaning crew.
So the only badge we're flashing is to get in with the guards.
yeah, just instead of saying we want the girl for her crimes, just say we were hired to get the girl, and we're willing to trade for her.
Yeah, I get it, because then we're not like the main. Like there's some.
We're
other
just
big
not
bad
sounding
above
like
us.
do-gooders, you know. We're like being
What's wrong
flat
with
out.
being a good duder? I can't
Well,
even.
when
say
you're
Everything.
talking to street toughs in jail and you're trying to get them to give you some information,
Street toughs? That's what we're calling assassins
I don't
now?
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
These guys are
Street
just
toughs.
muscle. I don't know, like.
Yeah, they're just tough, that's all.
Gangbangers.
Yeah.
I'll do some West Side Story in the background.
Oh, we're serious.
Right.
Don't come after me, Officer Crumpkey.
Night blades come out to play. All right. I gotta go upstairs and see if I can figure out how this camera. I'll be right back.
Sure,
All right.
sure. We'll give you a minute.
Yeah. No, that's a good discussion though. Sometimes it's
Yeah. And I'm trying to
Better to-
stay dejected from the conversation so that you guys, I don't like
Give it
have
away.
knowledge of what you're doing. Yeah.
and we can't read your. Ooh, that's a trap. I saw that little corner of his lip rise. That means there's gonna.
You know, by now you should know I make random facial expressions just to fuck with people who think they can read me. Joke's on you. I can't read
Oh.
myself. Like,
Yeah.
I always minimize the Zoom call. I'm just looking at D&Ds.
Yeah. I have a bad habit of also throwing in stuff to throw people off the trail of my characters.
yeah. Oh, hey, look, the camera's working.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, they didn't hear us.
Yeah. With all she's been working, I mean, yeah, I appreciate Holly being here.
Yeah.
Because yeah, just because you aren't working today doesn't mean you weren't like working your ass off until like shortly ago.
Yeah, I'm glad she joined us. It's fun having her on the team,
Oh yeah.
and it's always fun helping people new to the game.
Oh.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Maybe not always.
No. I appreciate that. There's a lot of dark memes going around the internet that I love them. Meme season after the last couple of days has been pristinely dark in a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend's wife said like we were over playing like poker and she was in the room talking with other people and she was like, "Oh yeah, our son like played like his first game at D&D with some friends or whatever." But they don't game like that. So but they know I do, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah. And I'm like, if he's got any weird questions he doesn't understand, just have him text me. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's the important thing about D&D. Got to make sure the community stays open.
Yep.
The younger generation got to get into it, or else, you know. And that's why we gave up THACO for the younger generation.
I'm just happy it's in such a much better place than when I was 10 years old and playing, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
people thought it was double worshippers, and I was afraid to tell people that I played it just because of the
And then,
social.
and we're so progressed. People shower before playing D&D now. That's huge,
Right?
Well, some of us do. Well. Must have done something to the mic as well.
Yeah.
Assuming.
It's giving me a chance to make my second cup of coffee, so we're good.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But I think that's the best discussion before doing something that I've had in a group in a long time. Usually it's throwing out a bunch of ideas, getting there, and nothing. We didn't stick to any of it.
Well, to be fair, as we said, Holly is having a rough morning. I didn't want to like throw all this improvisation on her.
Right, exactly. That's why it's like, let's kind of write something out just to keep on.
Because that
Even
is
my brain. Oh my god.
come up with a vague idea and you're like, all right, we're there. And then the one person's like, what do I say? You're
Yep.
like, stuff. In Goblin.
Hello.
Hi, okay, I'm back. That was a debacle. I tried to get up to grab a piece of paper so I could write down what you guys were talking about, and I pulled the camera out of the wall, and it was a shit show. Sorry. Now I have to blow my nose one second.
No, it's okay. It gave us time to figure out what actually to say, or kind of. So it worked out for all. And we got to see a little kiss, so that was nice.
I forgot we were on camera, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And your headphones weren't on, so you didn't. And
Asa and I were just, oh. Joni loves Chachi.
I'm not afraid to admit that, odd as this is, I do love my wife.
Oh.
I know that's weird, but
You can't say that when she's trying to drink coffee.
the best time to say it.
Listen, snotting out liquid sucks. Snotting out coffee is the worst. I've done that one too many times.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
so they typed out some suggestions in chat while you were away. If you want to
Oh,
read
God,
them,
okay.
nobody speak. Let her read.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I understand.
All right.
And we had sort of come to the conclusion that we shouldn't say we want her for her crimes, because that kind of makes us sound like do-gooders, but more like we are hot. Like our job is to find her, so you got to deal with us because Jasper's dead.
Speaking more on the lines of professionals instead of.
Yeah.
So, like, if I say we just want the girl and they say, well, what for? I can be like, well, that doesn't matter.
Like we were hired to get the thief. That's our just don't let them think like we care anything about the guild. It's like we were hired to get because that's true.
We're hired to do a job.
We were hired to find out who was doing the thieving
We just
and
want
get
our money.
that person. So we need to get her to get paid.
Yeah, okay.
She's 200 gold right there.
Okay.
And it might not. Doing it that way, they're gonna realize as professionals we're just getting paid. It's not like it's not
Personal vendetta.
They don't know
business.
we're also going to get paid to
Kill
fucking take out the guild.
them.
They don't need to know that.
That one's personal. But
All right. So you guys have the general gist.
I think I get it.
And we're gonna be in the room, like we'll be able to talk to you, so like it's not like, you know, we won't
Tim,
know exactly what's being said. You'll have to be like every once in a while, just say like I'm translating for the group. Like that's kind of the hand wave when
Are
you're
we sure we
speaking other
can't just
languages.
like hop in a trench coat and do this?
You need a third goblin to do that, unfortunately.
Third
Yeah.
goblin.
It requires 3 goblins to do goblins in a trench coat. It's just the
We
rules.
can't do tiefling and a goblin and a.
It's just the rules. You need 3 goblins or halflings
about-
in a trench coat.
Yeah, we don't have a
Whatever.
Because Fran and Odie, like we could be a midget in a trench coat. Just the two of us. A dwarf.
Dwarf in a trench coat. All right. So, you guys head over to the Hardened Maiden's prison. As you get there, you all step up front and seeing a goblin and a kender walking up. One of the guards immediately steps forward. What the fuck do you guys think you're doing?
Hey,
We
we
gotta
just.
talk to them. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You do it. You do it.
We're here to talk to the prisoners.
Well, that's too damn bad. None of the prisoners
will,
are
like,
getting
Because didn't we
visitors.
get like a badge or something?
Yes,
I
did.
show him the badge.
Oh, okay, cool.
Down low, like
Yeah, and he just turns his head and, yeah, okay.
as you were.
It is magical how useful that badge is, everybody.
It is.
It's a fucking badge.
My bad.
What if he's gonna make us turn it in? Easy, can you like fake these?
I don't know. We could
That'd
try.
be like forgery, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I have calligraphy now, not forgery after the redo for
Yeah.
2024. So
Spell scrolls.
Okay.
But not
well,
police badges. All right. So, as you all enter inside, the smell of mildew inside of this building is palpable. It's almost suffocating how humid and damp this environment is. It seems as if the jail cells are also buried down into the earth. It has the front office area where people and the guards would take breaks and rests. And as you head over to the back, you look over at the guard, flashing your badge again, and they unlock the metallic doors that allow you to start walking down the stairs. There's levels of security they have here, but by no means otherworldly or magical in its nature. You wander down until you see that there appears to be a man sitting at a desk filing paperwork, doing every guard's least favorite job. As you all stand there, he looks at you. Is there a reason you all are down here?
Yes, we need to speak with some of the prisoners.
Uh-huh. Under whose authority?
I glance at Neeson.
Oh, I'll show him the badge. Sorry.
All right.
I've got a character from the Tuesday game messaging me about the Tuesday game.
God damn it, Sybil! Um, yeah, now you know how I feel.
I know.
Yeah, all the time. Oh, and which prisoners are you here to speak to? I do have to get you into the proper cells and areas. I have the keys.
we were told there were 3 tieflings from the warehouse incident.
Oh. He looks at you all, now realizing your descriptions. And you're working with the captain.
Of course.
I wouldn't question too much. We're the cleaning crew.
Yeah.
We take care of shit so the captain doesn't have to.
I'll worry about enough. Thanks. All right. he stands up from his chair, groaning as he does so. Everybody understands the dad groan as he stands up. You go over towards a couple of cells, and he unlocks them. No, under no circumstance am I going to allow these people out of their cells. They are considered highly dangerous, and we are not going to take any risks when it comes for them. If you would like, you can have the captain put in an order form, and we can postpone their execution for a few more days.
I don't think any of that will be necessary. We're not looking to free them or anything of the nature.
All right. Now, I'm going to open up this door. You all will be in the same corridor that they are in. You can go down, speak to them. There is a line on the floor. Do not cross that line or you will be within arm's reach of them. Of course, there's no bugbears or anything like that in our prison, so you don't have to worry about them still reaching you. And I am going to lock this door behind you. When you want out, you come back over and you knock specifically shave and a haircut. Are you familiar?
2 bits.
Good. He'll unlock the door for all of you and allow you through. As soon as you step inside, he closes it. Now, the first thing you all notice is the smell. The BO, the bile, the urine. This place is not frequently cleaned out, and you can tell that the walkway, about 10 feet wide, has a specific path with yellow painted lines that you are supposed to stick to. And based off of his warning, probably a good call to make. As you are walking past, I would like a perception check from each of you.
Perception skills.
Ugh.
Did mine click? It. Ugh. I forgot this is Saturday.
That did that weird.
Yeah. Rolled poorly for
Yeah,
everybody. Okay.
We all rolled poorly.
Wait, everybody but me rolled a 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
You had to
Wait
be
up.
the odd
And I
one,
got a
Oddvar.
7.
Way to knock it out of the park with a
I
7.
doubled.
Oddvar.
I more than doubled all of your rolls.
Good
With a
thing,
7. That is sad.
good thing you're proficient, too. So, on a 14, Oddvar. Passing by, you take note of a few individuals that are inside of these cells. None of these are the people you are specifically here to speak to, but you're a curiously minded individual. The first one you see is a man. Human, maybe mid-20s or so, and he has this draconic mark on the side of his face. You're not quite sure what it says since you don't speak draconic, correct?
No, I do not speak that.
And he also has a tattoo of what appears to be a scaly claw reaching up his neck and grabbing his chin. As you pass by that individual, he glares down at you and then smirks at Fran. Fran, none the wiser that anybody's looking at you as you're walking by. The next individual that you pass by and you take note of is a Kender, just like yourself. A sweet woman, maybe mid to late 50s. Very old for a Kender. Most of the time, you guys don't live that long. Not because you can't, but because society, And she just smiles at you as you pass by and will give you a very curt little nod. Excuse me, sirs. Do any of you happen to have a little bit of honey? Tea, perhaps?
Not on me.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I'm staying
Just 'cause
away
the
from
last-
her side.
The last time someone asked for tea with honey.
you remember someone died.
Oh, 17.
You're familiar enough with tricksters, despite her kind smile and her elderly demeanor. There is a level of mischief and danger behind her eyes that immediately puts you on edge and high alert. Please, anyone? Just small bits of tea, little honey. My throat's very parched. They don't give me much water down here.
It's been a while since I've dealt with someone like you.
Oh, I don't know what you speak of. You have him right there. Gestures at Advar, and will speak to you in Kender. Please, sir. Just a little bit. It'll help me tremendously.
Beware the witch.
I don't have any honey. Do you want a button?
Yes, please.
No. Beware the witch.
I will toss her. I'll reach into my pouch of buttons.
Yeah. And you give her a button?
Can I slap it out of his hand?
I'm not like handing it to her. I'm just gonna toss her a button. It's it's a silver button with pearl.
Ooh, nice.
Can I please slap it out of his hand?
Sleight of hand, both of you.
I just give it the whole like thumb, like. Pew!
Yeah, both of you sleight of hand. Let's see. A silver button with a pearl. It could not have been a worse. Oh no, yeah. It's.
Why?
She catches it. Thank you.
Really quick, I have
Roll
a
pretty
question.
high. It's a good button.
Okay, what's your question?
Yeah, but it costs to be used for a spell component.
I know. I don't. I don't know.
Advar doesn't know. The player knows. What is your question, Fred?
When I go to roll, instead of just it rolling, it brings up a box asking me questions, and then it asks me if I want to roll. Is that like a change in the thing?
Oh,
or
that was
that's
sorry.
normal?
That was me. No, I put it to query. There you go. It'll stop doing it now.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
And then sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do I still have to change it for? I still have to change it for disadvantage and advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
you're back to
Okay.
toggle mode.
Unless you wanted to ask you every time what you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's fixed to toggle mode, so you should be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
She-
I changed it to toggle last week because that's how at query last week because I was running 2 characters, so it was
Okay.
easier for me to query it.
After.
So I'm just rolling like shit today.
Yes.
Yes.
To be
Okay.
fair, everyone other than Advar is.
I'm tearing it up. I just
Actually,
rolled a nat
no.
20 to
Ebenezer
flip
did
her.
really good. Yeah, he rolled.
Button was like right at her,
And
right
she
between the eyes.
Catches it in her hand. Oh, thank you, sweet young man. Thank
No
you.
problem.
And she goes into the corner of the cell and just starts staring at the button.
All right, come on, let's go. This is not why we're here.
You go further down the hallway. And you see the 3 separated cells. Each of them housing one of these brutish tieflings inside. Interestingly enough, however, the first of these 3 cells, you see the tiefling man lying, his head in the corner and his throat cut like a smile all the way up to the other end. You look at the back of the cell, and there appears to be, in blood, a smiley face painted on it.
Do you know anything about that, Neeson? Is that a calling card of somebody?
Is that a call? I was gonna ask the same thing. Is that a calling card of somebody I've ever heard of, or a group?
Have you ever dealt with any of the people, or, here's a better story. Tell me a story of when you have dealt with one of the assassins or paid killers within the syndicate.
When I was first starting out and I was getting ready to learn how to do the job that I eventually met all these group on, going out and bringing in people. I got some initial training on how to do it, and there was another trainee with me who was going up a different path, because since they need targets to train their assassins, the easiest way to get them targets to train the assassins and not get them caught if they screw up is to do it outside of the city. So they send their newbie assassins out as part of their training, and I was teamed up with one of them in my training, and that's when the first time I ever ran into that side of the group, because I ran into him and his trainer went along with me. It was kind of a duo training.
Okay. Roll me a history check. Let's see if you recognize this calling card then, from stories that you've heard from them. This is the calling card of an individual who goes by Soft Eyes. By all accounts, from everybody who ever speaks of him, he looks like a very kind young man. Late teenage years, early 20s. Very soft, kind-looking individual, but he has a distinct knack for being a hitman. Being paid to go out and collect bounties. He chooses to work with the Syndicate, but the Syndicate does not specifically trust him within their order. He's a contractor. Incredibly good contractor at that. Supposedly, he's never been caught and has lied his way out of numerous situations just based off of his kind eyes.
Yeah, so I think maybe the reason I've heard of him is because, and I'll tell you guys this guy named Soft Eyes, I've never dealt with him, but I overheard a conversation between two upper level people in my group. One of them was bitching about the fact that the Syndicate keeps outsourcing their higher paying jobs to this guy who's not even a real member of the group. And he was kind of upset that they were outsourcing and, stealing the high level jobs from their own people. She's good from everything I've heard. The guy admitted the guy was talented. He just didn't like that he isn't a true member of our group. I'm obviously saying this away from the other tieflings.
Very fair. Very fair. The cells are separated by enough that you can back up and whisper in hushed tones.
And I will mention, well, he must be pretty good if he can get in here and get out.
Evidently.
What did this guy do to so specifically be targeted?
Maybe
Unless they're all already dead.
What were you saying, Fred?
I'm so sorry, I interrupted. I was just saying, well, maybe he didn't get out. Maybe he's still in here.
Oh, I thought the body was the only one in that cell.
No,
Yes.
but maybe he's in one of the other cells.
Yes.
True.
He's pretending to be a prisoner in here and just went from cell to cell.
Or he could be a guard.
Yes. And I don't want to know if he is. I say we leave this as it is.
Wasn't me.
Reason votes against investigating deeper into this man's death.
And this was one of the tieflings that we were looking to speak to, or was it just a random person?
Oh, no, that's one of the tieflings.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So.
I feel like this may be a fruitless endeavor.
Well,
Doesn't
the shot.
cost us anything.
It might get us some nugget of information that will help us.
It might, but also if we press too hard, it might put a target on our back for this kind of attention. I mean, we'll keep doing it. We're here. We're doing
Well,
it. But
we're not. Yeah, we don't need to press too hard. So maybe you could use this as an extra bargaining chip. That maybe we'll actually let the guards know that one of the other tieflings is dead, and so they move you guys now before he has a chance to kill the rest of you guys. If you tell us this information. Otherwise, we may just not have noticed the other dead tiefling. The guards may not find out for days.
The guards may not
don't
care.
Right, they probably don't come down here all that often.
I mean,
I don't care if the guard cares, Odvar. I'm just trying to say we could sell it to them that maybe the guard will care.
I think they know that they're going to be killed, though, so I don't know if they're worried that they're going to be murdered before they can be killed.
Maybe. But even a dying man wishes for time.
It's true.
No matter how brief it may be.
That hope of escape.
The hope that his guild's going to bail him out or break him out or something.
Mm-hmm. True. All right.
If I don't know, I guess if I had the choice of being like shot to death or a Russian necktie, I think I'd rather be shot to death. Jesus Christ. This sounds terrible.
Russian necktie. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a statement.
Sorry, was I not supposed
no,
to say that?
I've never heard that before. That is cool.
I usually I recall it referred to as a Colombian necktie.
Well, it's different than what was actually performed here, but still. You know what that is, though, Joey, right?
No, I've never heard of that before.
I'll explain it to you in chat.
Cool.
It's graphic.
Cool. Do it in Discord chat, not the other one.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's not get demonetized for whatever that thing is.
Yeah, permanently demonetized. So you guys continue down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay back out of visibility. I in no way think I'm well known enough that this guy's going to recognize me. I'm not that big of a player.
Didn't he hit you repeatedly in the head with a hammer?
To be
Well,
fair,
that's
the
true,
last time
too.
any of them saw you, you were covered in blood from being hit in the
That's
head
true.
with a hammer.
Well, that was the other fight that I got hit in the head with a hammer a whole bunch.
The first
No,
one
you
you
didn't.
got
Well,
hit.
it was both of them. Yeah, I got
Every
both of them.
time
Never
we
mind.
fight these guys, they hit you in the head with hammers, man.
You're about to
Right.
start getting negatives to your intelligence score if you keep getting hit
So
in the head
I'm
with
staying
hammers.
back regardless of the fact that they don't know me because my face isn't smashed in right now. I'm still staying back.
Okay. So, you guys walk up. As soon as you get to the front of the first of these, or the second of these cells, you see the tiefling man staring, glaring towards you all. Now that there's a little bit more light down here. Oh, nice. Now that there's a little bit more light down here, you can see the complexion of him. Seems to be almost bluish pale. As he glares towards all of you, let me roll a history check for him, actually. Enforcer. Hey, can you believe it? He's not proficient in history. Ten. Hey. He speaks in Goblin.
Hey.
You were there last night, weren't you?
Yep.
What are you doing working with these goofballs?
I kind of let them tag along.
Oh, so you're their leader, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, nod along, listening. Let me guess. They want you to squeeze some information out of me.
I ain't squeezing nothing either. You're gonna tell me anything that you want to tell me or you're not. I'm just gonna ask a couple of questions is all.
Where are you from?
Oh, where I'm from doesn't matter. It's a time way back when in a place far, far away. Time that doesn't matter. What matters is here and now, and what's going on. I need to find a girl.
Any specific one?
Mayor's daughter.
Well, last I knew, she was getting a little, antsy over the fact that you all were trying to kill her.
We ain't been trying to kill her. We just been trying to find her is all. Some people been looking for her. Some people been paying us a whole lot of scratch to find her. We just want our money. She ain't been doing you no good. She been screwing up, so figure we could take her off your hands.
Trying to see, does Fran believe all of that she is saying?
Yes.
All right. Persuasion roll. Add advantage because you are speaking in Goblin.
Add advantage. I just need one moment.
Un momento.
Persuasion.
20. That's a good one.
Nice.
We take those. Dirty 20s.
The dirtiest.
So. Well, I might have heard one or two things. What's in it for me?
Well, if you give us the location of the group you've been working with, we can get there, get her, tell them your situation, and leave it in their hands to come get you.
You're offering to work with my organization.
I don't work for anybody. It's a tit for tat. You do me a service, I do you a service. And then after that, it's done. I just give them a bit of information after you give me a bit of information.
And what's this information you have?
I need you to tell me where she is and where they are. And I tell them where you are and the best way to get to you so they can get you out of here if they so choose.
You're not like the other goblins I've met. You're definitely not from Naraka, are you?
No, sir.
You have confidence. I think that's what we call it. We like confidence in my organization, and unlike the people of this town and the syndicate, we really appreciate what goblins can do. All of you goblinoids, you're incredibly useful. Members of our group. Would you like to make more money than you ever imagined?
More money sounds nice, but the more money you have, the more things you have, the more people you attune yourself to, the more leverage people have against you. I don't like folks having leverage over me.
That's fair. Maybe just a little bit of contract work then. I am more than happy to share with a friendly individual where the little princess might be. But I need a little bit of assurance. You have pride, which means you have honor, right?
Yes, sir.
Then I want your word. Relocation. for me and my last standing ally next to me. I want your word that you will have these guards relocate us anywhere. It's fine. Another cell, another city, another jail makes no difference. If you can give me your word that you'll make that happen, then I can let you know where you can conduct your business with our folks.
Give me one moment to think about this, because my original offer was to give your people information on where to find you. Now I gotta think if I can deliver on this promise. So just give me one moment to talk to my people.
Please consider.
And can I step back over to my group and talk to these guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
We can presume you translate whatever you wish to translate.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell them everything.
Perfect.
So...
Well, the captain, he just specifically said that he wasn't going to release him, so I don't think we can get him moved, but he did also say that they could postpone or delay their sentence. If we say that, like, oh, keep him alive, we might have to come back and talk to him, we can tell him that we'll extend the time frame and give others an opportunity. But that's about the best we could do.
No, yeah, that's really good. I think that what we can't sorry, out of character. I think what we can do though is since that one tiefling was killed, we can say that this section of the prison has been compromised and have them asked to request that they be moved to a different section of the prison. That way we're keeping good on his request to be moved to a different section of the prison.
That's possible.
And that should be a simple enough request.
You only need to promise you'll try.
No, he said the promise that I will do it,
Yes.
not try.
Yeah. And
I have to
and it is
deliver
up,
on the promise.
and it is up to you as a character if you possess the honor that you need to tell the truth.
Right. Because you can say you give him your word and not really give me word.
Yeah.
You can say you give him your word and do your best to it. You can say you'll give him your word and then do everything absolutely in your power to do to follow through. There's many levels.
Literally look at the three other players and what they would do in that situation. Neeson, the liar. Odie, the trier. Ebenezer, the doer. Like
That's funny.
See, I want to get this girl, and I think that honestly that is a simple enough request. And I don't really give a fuck what happens to this guy. Like, I don't care if he escapes or not. I really don't. We'll just catch him later if we have to and kill him, if that's what it comes down to. Otherwise, I do not care what happens to this guy and in this prison. So if we can just get him moved to a separate part of the prison, and but you guys got to be on board with that. Get the information, because I think that he's probably not going to give me any information until he's moved to another part of the prison. My guess. I don't know. That's what Fran would think. And then we can get the info on the girl and there. I don't know if
we could.
When I go back, I want to say I want the info on the girl and the info on the location of your people in order to get you moved to a separate place of the prison.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have enough leverage with the one that's dead and the captain's badge.
Yeah.
To force the guards to move them to a different section of the prison. And you're right, Fran. That was his minimum he was asking for. He specifically said he doesn't care where he gets moved to. He didn't ask to be released necessarily. He just wants to be moved to a different section of the prison. I think in all confidence, Neesian believes in all confidence, you could probably accomplish that with the weight of the badge and the fact that one has already been murdered. So,
and if we play up the fact that, like, these guys, like, we need to talk to them more, so you need to postpone things, and to make sure that they're still alive when we come back, you got to move them.
Yeah. And I would make sure not to tell the bad guy about the badge.
Oh, of course.
100%. he doesn't need to know how Fran can get this accomplished.
I have a question about logistics out of character. Like, how does this work then? Do I go to this character and say, okay, I've made these requests, now give me the information, and then on good faith I get the information and then hope that the guards do this thing? Or does the thing get done and then I get the info? How does this work?
You knowing Thieves' Cant, you would know that good faith is not something that is possessed between people that don't work with one another. So you would have to come to him.
So the action is
with,
completed.
Yes, or lie. Not saying that he has to be already moved, but saying, yeah, they're getting prepared to move you now. So where's my information?
But what if I do go through and have everything in place and then the guards lie and the guards don't move? Is that a thing that would happen? Is that a thing that I'm asking because I don't understand the game mechanics? Is that something that you as a GM would do or DM would do? Where the guards
If the
would lie
guards
and
had a
move him?
motivation for it, yes, but not every NPC is a devious individual with malicious motivations.
Okay.
And all the guards know about us is we're working with the guard captain.
Okay.
So they probably don't want to piss him off. Like, they're not worried about us, but if we go to our, the captain, like, they don't know what our relationship is with the captain. So...
Fran has integrity, and I just don't want my integrity to get effed because of some shitty guard or somebody like that, so is all.
Yeah.
Well, even in giving your word with that integrity, that is your intention. And so then you wouldn't have to roll a deception thing, right? If you lied, that would be a deception roll, most likely, not always. But this way, you are, based on what you just said, that's your intention. We're going to get you moved, but we need the information.
Okay. So getting him moved, and then what was the other part? Getting him moved, and there was something else, wasn't there? Or is it
No.
just getting him moved?
If you
Okay,
get
getting
him,
moved.
if you get
Okay.
him, if you convince the guards to allow him to get moved, then he will give you the information you want, and that's all he's asking for.
So then who is going to talk to the guards? Because I don't think that I'm going to be very convincing talking to the guards, right? Because I'm only convincing talking in Thieves' Cant, so who's going to negotiate with the guards?
I can talk to the guards.
Okay. So should we go do that next?
It's up to you, friend. We can tell them that we'll be right back and we're going
Yeah.
to make arrangements, or we can just go tell them that we are going to make arrangements. But
Let's just, because I've already stepped away from him and I'm talking to you guys, so let's just go make the arrangements and then I'll come back and give him the update on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Because I feel like going back and forth is too many steps.
All right.
Yes, especially with those little legs.
Yep.
All right. So, go to guard first, or
Yes, I will
Okay.
go talk about arrangements, and
so.
we'll do that first.
Do. You guys go back down the tunnel, and the old Kender, as you pass by, just smiles. Don't forget the honey and tea next time.
I
Then
swear to
give
God,
you a button.
Alvar, if you get her tea, I'm gonna kill you.
She's just a sweet little old thing. She's like 2.5 feet tall.
I just
How
don't
How can
trust
that
her.
be scary?
He's in the deepest part of the dungeon, and I'm presuming it's for a reason.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. So you get over, doom, 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 slam on the metal door.
No, we don't slam on the door. We knock.
Okay, doom, 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 doom,
I'll slam a little bit harder with my...
doom. Okay, is that better?
I will tap out shaving a haircut.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. There you go. And then he opens up the door.
Way to remember.
Yep, thank you.
I forgot.
I thought that came through. I knocked on my desk when I said, no, we knock. And then
no.
Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Your
we
mic
didn't hear.
only ever picks up your voice, nothing
Yeah,
else.
I tried to do.
Fair enough.
I tried to do it too, Odie.
Yeah, I can't hear shit now. So he opens up the door, allows you all to step out, and closes it, locks it back up. Is your business conducted?
Almost. A couple things you need to be aware of. One, when we stepped in there, someone was already dead. You should take care of that. Two,
Shit, was it the Kenda?
you will see the body. And two, we need to make sure that the other two are moved to a different location. We're gonna need to come back and speak with them in a day or two, and we need to make sure that they are safe. So whatever other location you have in here, we can do that, but they need to be moved. And I glance at Neeson to flash the badge again.
All right. Roll me a persuasion with advantage because the badge.
All right. Here we go.
Guidance.
Oh, and guidance too. Okay.
Imagine
Scared,
Advar's
'cause-
just standing there slapping people in the thighs like guidance. Guidance.
My knee. That's where I was shot.
22. We love 22.
What's guidance?
Oh, let me just do that because you know, I know we're low level, but still.
23.
3.
Tell me who was dead. Who was killed? How?
One of the men we came to speak to had his throat slit in the cell.
Infiltrated. We'll put
There's
in
some
an
sort of
order to
mark.
have him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
there's some sort of markings on the wall. You can go in and look at it later.
We'll put in a work order. Have additional guards brought here, and I will personally stand ready and attention at the door. Nobody in, nobody out.
All right.
It wasn't you that killed him, right?
No. We are much cleaner about our business.
You noticed, Ebenezer, he's not looking at you. He's looking at Fran and Advar. A little bit of Neeson, but Fran and Advar.
Of course. Discrimination time.
Yeah.
Does he have a cup of tea or like a little bear of honey on his desk anywhere?
No.
You know what? Roll me a perception check, Neeson. Let's see. A little bear of honey.
Oh.
I love how everybody knows what that is. That is the best way to receive honey. 16. He does have a cup of tea, and a spoon is in the cup of tea.
Decide if I want to do this or not.
Okay,
You
You're
don't know.
unaware of what he is doing.
I think the Kender is the guy, and I kind of want him on my side. I'm gonna try and swipe the tea.
You
Sleight
do,
of hand
you
with advantage because you're invisible hand.
Oh. I like it. Just as the play, I'm just cringy because I had just done this with Ebenezer. Something similar, at least.
22.
Oh yeah, nobody is the wiser. It just lifts off the table, nobody notices, goes across the ceiling. You gesture while everybody's speaking to distract them in a different direction as it lowers back behind your back and you put your cape over it.
Okay.
Adjust your pants. Yeah, you're good, Holly. So your business is done here?
We still need to go talk to him and get the information we need. We had to talk to him.
We thought it was imperative you knew someone had been
Yes, of
eliminated.
course. Chauncey, put in work order. We need 14 strong men available. Relocation, 2 prisoners, deep dock. And he'll open up the door for all of you to pass by.
And we go in. I will whisper to everyone. No, we don't need to let them know that they're going to increase the guard. They just need to know that we've made arrangements for them to move.
Neeson, I need another sleight of hand check from you as you're passing by, so nobody notices the tea flying over to the old lady.
I love it. I hate it. I love it.
I'm just gonna like drop it in like the corner of her cell, kind of thing.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
it just happens to be there.
Yeah. It's just,
22 1.
just
Yes!
like a little wink as I go by. Maybe a little hand can't. Oh no, I'm not doing thieves can't because Fran knows thief can't.
Yep. Almost
And
got you.
Fran hates it anytime I do shit like this, and I know that part. As these, I'm not doing this until we leave.
Okay.
I'll do this on the way out.
Okay, I feel better.
May I ask, what rooms are? Do we know what cell rooms are being transferred to? I missed something, I think, because I was typing.
No, they did not discuss which cell rooms they're being transferred to. They just discussed that they're putting in an order to get them transferred.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they ordered 2 transfers, so they're transferring the 2 tieflings.
Yes.
So, am I going to divulge that one tiefling is dead?
He knew it.
Yeah,
He said
you
that the
guys
guy
already
was
told
dead.
them. Yeah.
No, I mean
No.
the tiefling that I'm talking to.
The tiefling already knew. He said
He-
something about it.
He referenced
Oh.
only one of
Oh,
the
I don't
companions.
remember.
Yeah, that's why he wants to get out of there, because he knows
Okay.
he's a goner if he
Okay.
stays.
Okay.
So, you
Okay.
guys go back down the hallway where Fran, you walk towards the cell, not crossing the yellow lines. It's up to you if you wish to, though.
I'm not crossing the yellow lines. I'm little.
All right. He smiles at you.
All right. So I would like to make this deal with you to get you transferred within the prison. The location of the woman and the location of your group. And I can guarantee a transfer within the prison.
Did you not already guarantee it? You left and came back, didn't you?
I can change it just as fast.
So, I am being transferred. Good. The information you need. Where they are keeping her is presumably going to be at one of our other safe houses. It's important to our group that we have multiple backup plans in place in case anything like this is happening. Now, I did have to run distraction so that our leaders could get out. So I don't know specifically which one they might be at, but I can tell you how to find out.
Okay?
On the Knights High Road, northeast towards the edge of the town, there is a little tiny shop. They sell trinkets and the likes. You go in there, you ask to speak with the Tinkerman. They'll ask you, what business do you have with the Tinkerman? You will reply, I just need the clocks tuned back to 12. That will get you to one of our informants. And, since you helped me, you can take my name with you. Something I would not give otherwise. So they would know that you are speaking truth. Zarek. Zarek said that you will conduct good business with us. So long as you speak to the Tinkerman and you give them my name and that information, they should be able to help you.
Thank you, Zarek. It's been a pleasure.
You as well. And he'll stick his hand out beyond the cell.
Forgive me, but I gotta be a little careful.
Caution is
Just-
needed.
I'm just a little guy.
You keep all those idiots wrapped around your finger. I'm sure you're more dangerous than you're letting on. Good luck.
Best of luck. Best of luck to you. Now walk away.
What a nice guy, speaking goblin and stuff to you.
No,
So, as
that
you
was
were,
hard. I wanted to shake his hand so bad. That was hard.
and that's your player choice. Either
Yep.
way.
I love hate those moments where I'm like, oh, I want to do it, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's great.
So, you skedaddle your way back down the cell, and down the corridor, and as you are leaving, Neeson, unaware to anybody else, places down the teacup. As the door is opened up, Neeson, you receive a little, well, ping to your mind. Thank you very much, friend.
I'll reply back. There'll be some activity here shortly. I would give it a little time. And I'm leaving. I don't want her to do it like right away. I want her to wait like an hour.
I'm just so glad you didn't give it to. I was afraid she was gonna use it while we were there. So good job.
So, you will receive another one before you leave. Oh, and so rude. I can't talk to you back like this. But I'll be sure to buy you a drink if I see you in town. You cannot reply to this message.
I have a message.
Oh, well then you can message them.
Yeah, so I'll message
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth,
Okay, yeah.
I have
They
a spell
can't.
message. Sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't clear on that. Yes, I have message.
Okay.
Which is only somatic. It does not require voice.
Yep.
So I
So
can
you
speak silently to her.
Twist your fingers.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all right. Much better because their ability does not allow you to reply to them.
Yeah, message does, but yeah, I have message. So
Thanks for the tip.
Just
All right. So,
I
You
have
guys-
no idea if that is soft eyes or not, but that's really what Neeson's assuming is that that's the assassin.
Seems like it.
love it.
that is
Neeson's
an
playing the long
assumption.
game. It's an assumption. I agree. It's an assumption.
It is. That's what makes it fun. So,
Yeah.
you guys skedaddle your way on out of here.
Or the big bad. That could have been the big
Yeah,
bad
well,
of our
yeah.
future.
They could murder me later, but hey,
Why
you
not
take
both?
your risks.
You never know. Like that's
It's true.
Equal opportunity bad guy.
hell yeah. All right, and everybody, I think this is a good place for us to take our break so you guys can go eat your food. We'll be right back. And we're back, everybody. So, where last we left off, you all had left the guard station. Who here remembers the name?
Zurich
Guard
Bloodshine.
station?
No, the guard station name. The Hardened Maiden.
I thought it was Crow's Noose Jail. You
Oh,
originally told us they were taking him to
the
Crow's
original
Noose
one is the
Jail.
Crow's Noose, yes.
Yeah.
The Hardened Maiden's the other. Sorry.
Yeah, some of us have even better notes than the DM.
Yeah, apparently. Listen, I have a lot more.
I have 3 sessions. I'm in half your games.
All right, I have more, not a lot. Just so, you guys step on outside. Your deal has been conducted, and now, not knowing specifically where she is, because he wasn't there for that, you at least now know how you can make contact with the Nightblade.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now?
Well,
Because
I
this
think
isn't the same location that we have.
No, but he did mention that if we gave him his name, I'm assuming we're walking or we're not at the. Yeah. If we gave him his name of Zurich Bloodchime and said we were there in his name, that they would help us. He doesn't normally give out his name.
Oh yeah, I think this would be helpful in that. Well, one, we're getting information on one of their safe houses in town. Because we're gonna have to deal with this one too, apparently. But if we can get the girl and deal with the safe house, if we get other safe house locations, we can whittle their numbers down pretty significantly.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right approach. Just kind of go through one safe house at a time. Because we're not actually going in there with any intention to negotiate, are we?
Negotiate with
just-
what?
Just looking for the location. If we drop the name, then they should be able to help us.
Well, yeah, I mean, we get the girl and bring her back and whatever, but then we're still gonna go and deal with these guys. Like, we can't really negotiate for her. We're gonna have to go in there just and ice them because they want the items that we've already returned. Like, the guard captain has
That's
all
true.
the items.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we find out which safe house she's at, and then we go take care of business.
And it's better that she's at a safe house because then there'll be fewer individuals there. And maybe, one of them will escape and run to another safe house, or we'll get another lead. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to just focus on getting the girl, but we're not going to be able to negotiate or anything. I mean, we're continually saying that, oh, they need to deal with us, but they don't understand what our deal is.
Right. I mean, in theory, we could redo the thefts for them. That is not what Neezian would want to do.
No.
Neezian
there-
is all for the split apart and divide and conquer thing.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense to make a deal with them if our next step is to take them out.
Right. No, I'm just saying yeah, exactly. We just go, say, Zarek Bloodchime told us to tell you to have you find us the girl. Tell us where the girl is. That's all we need to do.
Well,
No
we got to
negotiation.
remember that we got to tune the clocks back to 12.
Oh, that's right.
Use
Yep.
code words.
You gotta remember the code phrase.
Well,
Gotta
I am
ask for
not
the Tinker
good at-
Man.
yeah, I'm not good at this subterfuge stuff. That's seems to be more in y'all's wheelhouse, the three of you.
So,
So what is our plan? Are we just going in there? And are we
Go there.
we using the code words to try and draw them out? And then we
Well,
hit them?
Well, the place
well-
that we know is just they will tell us where the girl is. Like, she's
Oh,
not
okay.
there.
Yeah.
This
So we
is
go there.
the
Sorry. Go ahead.
informant or whatever.
Yeah. So we go there, drop the name, drop the codes, ask where the girl is. They tell us where the girl is, and then we go hit the place where the girl is.
Who's doing the talking when we get to the place?
It doesn't matter. I could. All we need to do is just. Although you're probably much better at those words you were saying. Sounds like English, but I get a feeling you're saying a lot more than common, not English. I don't know what English is.
English, motherfucker, do you speak?
So above the table, I'm good at persuasion, but you've got thieves' cant, and so you could probably drop. You could probably. We could go there. I could say we're here on behalf of Zarek Blood. Zarek Blood Chime told us to come here, and then you can do your stuff in thieves' cant, and then that way it's both of us.
Okay.
And this, something to consider, you know, out of character. We're not going to be persuading. We're going to be deceiving. So.
I don't know if it's deception just to say he gave us his name, told us about the Tinker Toys, and give us the location. Then it might turn into some deception after that.
I mean, that's true. I just know, like, yeah, we're not being wholly truthful with these folks, so it might not be a straight perception or persuasion. But yeah, so northeast part of town we go.
Not the northeast part of town. It's on the Knights High Road towards the edge of town, northeast of it. There's a knick-knack shop. He called it the knick-knack shop. Nick Snacks.
Love it.
Thank you. So, as you all wander down the road, heading over into this area and finding your way ever closer to the mayor's daughter, you go over to this building. It appears mostly like a fairly large home that has been adapted into a shop. As you can see through many different windows, there's a man who's currently working on some fruits and veggies and chopping them up over by a table that has a handful of other lunch-style things on it.
Is he the only one in there?
Roll me a perception check.
Oops, I think I might have done it at advantage. It's not at advantage. Yeah. 9.
9. As best as you can see from exactly where you are standing, yes.
All right. Go and Is it like a shop door that you can just open up?
Yeah, it's a
Open
shop
sign
door.
and all. Okay.
There's
I'll
a sign out front that says Nick's Snacks.
All right. I'll open the door.
All right, open it. Go ahead.
Bum bum bum.
You hear a bell ring over your head. Ding, 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 as you push open the door. Immediately, the man turns over to look at you. Apologies, I'm on lunch right now.
No worries. Good sir. Greetings and salutations. We are the cleaning crew, and we're here on. And I'm gonna look around to see if there's anyone else.
Not with an
And
eye.
I'm gonna stop him right there. We need to speak to the Tinker Man. I just need the clocks turned to 12.
Need you to roll me a persuasion roll on that.
I used the code words.
You did, but you
Yep.
didn't wait for him to give you the reply phrase.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yep. 10. A little zealous, aren't we?
Oh, I'm just very excited.
Come
We
on
got a lot
in.
of stuff in here. I'm really keeping it together.
Keep your hands in your pocket.
I am.
Come inside. Close the door. Is that goblin out there with you?
Yep. And the owlbear.
Bring them in.
Fran,
I don't
The
know where
doors.
I am.
the door's over here. I think you're over here somewhere. I see something in the shadows.
Fran, you're
My
over
whole
here.
Oh. I gotta find Millie. Please go on without me. I'll
You just gotta
figure it
Yeah,
out.
grab
I'll
Millie
move you inside, and then you can drop Millie. It's fine.
Thank you.
All right.
Millie's not on the map, Fran. You'll just need to drag her on.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
There you
I
go.
think I did it.
Millie
Yep.
inside.
There she is.
How do I get her in the building?
I brought
She's
her
in there.
She's next to you. Nope. Now you moved her out. Now she's back.
Thank you.
You're good. I'm the Tinkerman. What is it you need?
I look at Neeson.
Sorry, I'm chewing. Give me a second.
It is fair. I'm
Then
supposed to be
moved
taking my
faster than I
lunch as
expected.
well. Oh, did you guys want to do something on the walk over?
Zarek says, we could do good business.
Xerix gave you his name.
Well, I didn't randomly guess it. I'm talented, but I'm not that talented.
Of course. And what business are you suggesting that we do? And Tarek is suggesting we do. Zarek, not Tarek.
We know that the people Zarek work with are looking to accomplish a few things here in town. And I know they had some people lined up to do that. I'm also aware that the main person that they had lined up to do that is just no longer capable of performing. And we're looking maybe we can fill that void.
Fill his shoes, as it were.
Yes. Some of us are very good at filling his shoes.
Odie, I need an intimidation roll from you since you wear the shoes.
Man, I caught Fran's side eye from here.
No guidance. 12 or 13.
13. Wait, 13. What? 10? Intimidation, 17. So 13.
I don't
without
have
the 4.
guidance.
That's why 13. I was so confused. So many numbers.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, you're trying to do work on behalf of the late great of the city, are you? And apparently, Zarek was willing to give you his name. Why is that?
Well,
As far as I heard, he was incarcerated.
yeah. Well, we aren't so much trying to fill in their business, but our business is turning in that the girl for the reward to the Artisans Guild. So we need her, preferably alive. The contract is more if we capture the thief alive. But yeah, that's basically, we just need to figure out from your people where and what they want in exchange. We are aware that she's being held under threat for Jasper to do something, but he's not going to do it. So we're trying to just fulfill our obligations to the Artisans Guild.
Well, I regret to inform you that the dealings of my benefactor are very necessary for their goals. If you need the girl, then how does that profit them? And me.
The girl hasn't exactly been serving her purpose very well for you lately, has she? She's been messing up a lot. What do you still need her for?
Good point. She's not necessary to us, but she is needed by you all, so I ask again, what is she worth?
The deal could be made her for what you need, perhaps, but I would rather have this negotiation with your bosses, not their middleman.
Plus, we already did make a deal that benefited. Shit, what's his name?
Zarek.
Zarek, he's
That-
the one that told us. Yes, go ahead, friend.
That benefited Zarek. We got him placed in
Yes.
a different position
Keep going, Fran. You're good.
in the prison in order to get this information. So we are compliant. We are working with you.
Let us go. He's obviously not interested. We'll let Zarek know. And I turn around and I start walking.
I didn't say that.
I stop.
I was just curious of what the benefits are. There has to be some, you understand. Mutual interests and so on. Now, if you're telling me that you have created a way for Zarek to gain assistance, then that proves you are helpful towards us. And if you don't mind, I think I would like to set up a meet between you and, well, one of our heads. Someone with a bit more influence on the situation.
Understood. Joy, above the table, is this, and I don't remember if it's Saturday, Sunday, or something completely else that I'm watching. There are 3 heads to this
There are
organization?
3 heads to the
Okay.
Dust Blades. And you
Three
have
heads, 10 muscle, and 3 basically spies.
yes. And you can presume what this one is however you would like.
Yes, we can meet, but it should be fairly soon. I don't have much patience these days.
Understandable. I will send out a courier for a meet with Renisa. If you use that name in any circles outside of ours, I can assure you he will slit your throat ear to ear. And you will not be the wiser until the blood is already flowing.
Let me guess there's going to be a symbol left behind as well.
No. Who would leave a symbol? That's childish and stupid. That's how you get caught.
What was the name he said?
Renisa.
Renisa?
I'll get a courier for us, if you don't mind.
Much appreciated.
He'll go over to here, unlocks the door, steps inside, locks it.
Pulls the lever. The floor goes down. Yeah.
I slit his throat.
Yeah. Oh, what? By the way, based off of your conversation, I do need a deception check from you, Ebenezer. You were being helped by the others during the entire thing. Let's just see how receptive he was of your complacency in this situation.
Here we go. Come on. 25.
Oh, we take those. Natural 20.
Woohoo!
Really wish it glue green.
Yeah, there's a little tiny dot in the top right, but it's not
not
big
the
enough for me to
same.
see it. It's not the same.
I already put that into my suggestions for them. Make
Nice.
natural 20s green again. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Do I get an inspiration for that?
You do.
Thank
I'll give you one.
No. You get the opposite of inspiration for that.
I don't allow it. So,
I think that's an abuse of power.
I think so, yeah. So, he steps into the room. You guys are left here alone inside of his knick-knack shop. He was working on a plate of fruits and veggies and what appears to be this white creamy dip that has, like, flavors inside of it. Oh no, Odie. You're hungry?
No, I'm gonna steal one of these socks.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat. So they start chowing. I'm gonna make a character like that. They just eat other people's foods when they step away.
So, Neeson, as you, make a character. I am that guy. You can leave money on the table in front of me. I will never touch it. But if you leave a plate of fries, I'm stealing one.
When everybody sees me steal that fucking sock.
Yeah. Neeson, you're like sitting there, arms crossing. You see Odie just staring at the sock. Takes it and puts it in his pocket.
I can love it.
I'm gonna go grab a carrot, dip it in the stuff, and then eat it.
It's ranch.
Nice.
Fran, are you doing anything while he stepped away?
Are there any books in here?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, I think I accidentally rolled an advantage. My apologies. Apologies. 1 second.
Oh,
He's
it's
fine.
I mean,
We can still take the first number.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when you roll the wrong ability or the wrong skill. That's when you have to re-roll it. But if it's the right skill and it's been marked at disadvantage or advantage, you don't have to re-roll it.
Okay, well, I accidentally rolled an advantage, so.
20's still good though. That's really good. It's better than my 4 perception rolls that I get.
20. You look in here, and there is a couple of shelves that have books. The top shelf, and it's over by here, Fran. The top shelf with books on it has a curtain drawn in front of them on a bar.
Okay, did you say it was down? Sorry, I'm not.
Up here.
Oh, up here. Okay. Can I see what kind of books they are? What they say?
On the top shelf one or the
Yeah.
lower ones? Oh, you
Oh.
climb up there.
Okay.
Climb up the shelf, pull the curtains aside. You read Beneath the Wizard's Robes, an intimate study. The Naughty Nymph and the Mischievous Mage. Dungeoneering Positions, exploring tight spaces. The Lusty Lizard Folk Library.
How many of these can I steal?
I
I definitely want the Dungeoneering Positions one.
We didn't get to the best one, 50 Shades of Fey.
No, I don't want that one.
Sleight of hand. 16. Roll me a 3d10. That'll decide which ones you steal. Before he opens the door and you have to, like, hide.
This is the problem with having 3 kleptos in the group.
2, 4, and 3.
Poor
Right.
Ebenezer is just surrounded by people that are just swiping crap.
All right.
It was nice when we had what's his name here because it kind of balanced it out a little bit.
To be fair, I wouldn't have made a rogue if I knew we were having this many kleptos. Now I feel like I'm the extra
I was
klepto.
planning on just making a halfling, but I'm leaning into the Kender.
Oh, no. I'm not complaining about the way you're doing the Kender. By no means.
And Kender don't steal anything valuable. They're just supposed to, like, that's why I took,
Steal
like,
random crap.
one of the socks. Like,
Well,
it's just
Brand
infuriating.
isn't stealing the books because they're expensive. She's stealing them because it's porn.
Yes.
No, but see, I can't take anything, like, basically, my understanding is I can't take anything in any way useful.
Hmm.
Well, that's how you're doing it, but yeah.
Well, that's
But
what they say,
remember-
like, Kender just...
Remember the small mechanic I gave you, though, when you say, "What are the odds
Oh, yeah.
I stole this?" You know,
I was thinking, to be like,
Um,
what are the odds I have honey?
I was hoping.
I didn't want to give it to her.
Yeah, here, tosses her a little bear.
Is there
Um,
any chance I could like go for it and jump and try to get the dungeon positions one really quick?
Yeah, you can
Can I
take
do
that one
that?
as well. Not a problem.
Okay, thanks.
Dungeoneering positions.
Yeah.
Exploring tight spaces. And this is what D&D
Love
is all
this.
about, by the way.
Pandering to your audience, and you
Yep.
don't even know it.
Oh, I've hung out around you guys enough recently. I think I've got the gist. I'm treating her like Jess.
Yes. Actually, probably fair.
So yes, those 4 books you sweep, you shove them into your bag quickly. You get Millie to come over so you can jump off, and then you hear him jiggling the handle over here as he opens up the space.
Thanks,
And-
Joey.
Ebenezer saw none of this, which is great.
Yep.
3 kleptos and then someone with a low passive perception.
As
This
the
will
party
get me through
trooper.
those. This will get me through those lonely nights since the love of my life died last game. You guys don't know, but while he was playing and the guard died, I said, "But we were in love." It was like you didn't even know her. Like,
Wait,
but we were in love.
You're
Oh,
talking
I
about the
love it.
lieutenant?
Yeah.
I love it. That's
I
great.
have to avenge her. Why? Anyways, he walks back out. The meeting will be had. You are to head deeper within the Purple Ridge. There's a building that has a yellow roof upon it. Directly catty corner from that building, you will be able to find your way into a secret area. Once you're in there, you'll have to find your way through the locked door, of course, but you'll be able to meet up with our who was it? Rinessa. Down inside of the dungeon. All done?
Yeah.
I glance.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I glance at Nizam and Fran and Advar, see if they have anything else to say, and then I look back at him.
I think we're good.
Now, I would appreciate my typical consulting fee.
How much is your typical consulting fee?
15 gold. And apparently you're in the wrong business.
Does this sound feasible to me for a middleman? I'm assuming to take a cut like this to set up a meeting.
So how he is acting is as a fence. And fences usually do make very good money. Because it's not just them being paid for doing the job, it's them being paid for their discretion towards the job. Fences have to be trusted by both sides, has to be neutral. The difference is this person has not struck you as neutral. They are serving
Right.
the Nightblades, which maybe makes him more worthwhile or less.
That's fine. I will give him the 15 gold. Because as soon as this is over, I have every intention of turning him into the syndicate, and I'll just get my 15 gold back after that. So,
Nice.
Ding. You place
but
it.
I will wait until this is done before I stick the syndicate on him.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, like, alert somebody when he gets taken out.
Thank you very much. He'll take the money and sweep it into his pocket. Oh, by the way, I do need a sleight of hand check from you, Fran. Oh, you already did that. 16. He looks up at the bookshelf and kind of like tucks the curtain without looking behind it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
then, if our business is conducted, here he throws a few random pieces of crap, like random shit, into a box and just slides it across the floor at you all. That's what you came here to buy, isn't it? Goodbye.
That is. I'll pick it up.
That looks like Odie stuff to me.
Yeah, I'm like right behind him. Like, what do we get?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
There's a pair of tweezers in the box, small tweezers. There's also an iron file, the proper files for grading against metals. In addition to that, there's a horseshoe, just a single horseshoe, and a wool blanket that has a few holes in it.
Right.
Good doing business. Much appreciated.
Goodbye.
And I will turn on my heel and walk out carrying the box.
As you all are leaving, he does step back over to this room and locks the door again. So, you guys take back to the city. Aw, you didn't kill him. That's so nice of you guys.
Not yet.
Whoa, that one came out of Ebenezer?
Sorry, that was the player.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Oh, that came out of Asa. Got it.
oh, okay. I'm gonna say, are we starting to rub off on Ebenezer?
No, it's hard.
Sounds like something me or Fran would say.
Not yet. So, you all take back to the streets. Are we heading directly there, or is there anything you would like to do? I don't want to push the time scaling a little too fast.
I do want to go drop the box off at our place or wherever, because I don't want to carry it around into a combat.
Oh, that's over in the Golden Estates.
You
You guys are down here.
You drop off a box that's now empty because Oddvar took it all while you were.
I was assuming that it's probably...
Yeah, you're carrying an empty crate right now.
It's all in
I
Oddvar's
just
pockets.
drop it. I'm just looking at tweezers and shit.
No, at this point, Oddvar has hopped in the box
under the blanket.
under the blanket.
Tweezers, files, and a horseshoe. A single horseshoe, guys.
I'll just go up to Ebenezer. I'm like, all right, well, just dump the box in an alley. Wait, why is there nothing in the box? Did he just give us a box of nothing?
I believe there had been a blanket, a tweezer, and... Oh, the subterfuge and misdirection, you guys. And...
I'll look around and see Oddvar cuddled up in the blanket.
Well, the blanket's over him, and like the holes are where his eyes and nose are. It's just.
All right. Yeah, I think
Yes.
we could just. We're close to Purple Ridge now, so
All right.
closer than we are to home.
Here's a box if anyone wants it, and I'll
Yeah.
set it down. Keep walking. Yeah, we can go to the ridge.
Does
Okay.
Millie jump in the box like a cat, Fran? Just now open the box.
No, this is getting complicated, guys.
Strap the crate on top of Millie. So it's like, you know how the elephants have the big things that people ride in on the top?
Huda or whatever.
Udao is, yeah. Or a palanquin.
Yep, and have one of those on top of Millie for
No.
Fran or Odie to ride in.
A pelican is a bird, Tim.
Not pelican.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're basically back to what we knew a couple of hours ago.
Well, now you know how to get in there.
Well, that's true.
You didn't know exactly where it was. You knew where
Yeah.
around it's supposed to be. Now you know exactly how to get there, and you have an invited meeting,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you
but we
know
don't
who is
know-
there.
but we don't know if the girl is there.
No, but we now
This
also
is a
know,
meeting.
yeah, and we also know the name of one of the three heads.
Well, that's true.
At this point, I think we're at we head in, meet, we start the fight kind of thing, and just hope she's there.
Yeah, is that where just as a player I can prepare myself? Basically, we're just gonna go meet, take her out,
Swing.
find the girl.
Well, realistically, what are we gonna say in this meeting if we go to this meeting like with the intention of actually meeting? Like maybe we can just, take out everybody in the building and get some and maybe interrogate them or do something like that to get more
Wait.
information.
I have an idea. We could pretend like we're from her father's guard and pretend like we're here to take her back because she's supposed to marry somebody, isn't she?
Yeah. I guess I was thinking Oddvar. I guess Oddvar, that's what I was saying. I think we're going to the meeting only to immediately pick a fight. I think I've done negotiating at this point, or fake negotiating. I don't think we can carry on this lie much farther.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, this it's much better to be direct. The Fae are so much easier because they just tell you, like you guys are saying now. Not all these. Oh, we go to negotiate, but we're going to say this and then that, and just.
That does not coincide with the stories I heard about Faye as a child in fairy tales.
They tell you what's wrong. They just tell it to you. It's your. If you interpret it wrong, that's different.
All right. So, you all head over to the ridge. I would like a perception check.
From?
Everyone?
Up to 2 of you.
I'll let the other 2 roll. The other 2 not including Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Ebenezer could roll if you.
Have my
He
guy.
can, yes.
Yeah, 21.
Fran, perception.
Okay, yep.
So, as you are wandering through, you don't notice the roof with the yellow top. Just passing through, walking from the southwest towards the northeast. However, on the way back, you do notice that there's some broken down portions of some of the houses. Out here, things are still barren. Individuals are living on the streets or in houses that are broken down. You can see that this area has not been tended to properly by the people who are currently inhabiting the city. It's as if you're walking into a completely different type of place, different establishment altogether. Now, as you have entered in there, you notice that roof, and then you see a couple of buildings catty-corner from it, across the way. One of them looks relatively open. Go on.
Oh, I wanted to just pay careful attention to any just people on the street. I'm trying to see if there are any lookouts. People who just sort of look like they're trying to not look like they're watching everything.
Good call. Damn it. Insight check. Because you're noticing people in the streets.
Yeah, we know they have spies. I'd like to look too.
Go for it. Insight check.
Ugh.
We love to
Yeah.
see it. Yep.
Both pretty poor.
Yes.
Oh.
They're good.
May I also try?
Sure can.
Nope.
All right, we're getting
JK.
steadily worse.
All right, Ebenezer, bring it in.
Come on, give us a 4, Ebenezer.
All right.
Gonna go nat 1. Because I got the 4. He's got the 3.
Of course.
Ebenezer, as you are looking for the roofs, you take note of one individual kind of hunker down inside of an alley. There's an empty bottle placed right next to them of liquor, but the liquor that they have, it's not expensive, but it's not something an urchin would be able to get their hands on with ease. And you can distinctly smell alcohol. Fresh, not bile-covered alcohol or urinated alcohol, but fresh alcohol coming from that alley as well, as if the individual poured it out and placed the bottle next to themselves. Good job.
I stare at Neeson and get his attention and then just kind of tap to my ear and keep walking.
We need to teach you thieves can, Ebenezer.
Do you say that to me or in
No.
message or? Oh.
No. And see him tap his ear, I'll send him a message in his head. Did you spot something?
I did, the beggar over there. They're not what they appear, the liquor brand, unless someone were to give them something like that. The smell is fresh. It's not... There's something not right. I believe they are one of the spies.
So did we
In
just-
25 words, whatever that was.
Yeah. I'll just send them back and forth. So do we note it, or do we take them out?
I think we noted if we take them out, someone else might be watching and would know that we're onto them.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same. Alright, I will message both Fran and Odie. So that they
Are we
both
at all
know.
near this person?
I mean, near is relative. You're within, like, firebolt distance.
Yeah, I had noticed it, but I kept walking, grabbed Neeson's attention, talked, let him know where. But I didn't want to, like, stop and, like, walk, stop. And then draw attention that we noticed.
So, you guys head over to the other building then? The one across from the one with the yellow roof.
Mm-hmm. The one,
Yes.
presumably that has like a locked door.
All right. So,
You said one of them was open, so we want to go to the locked one.
you go to the one building across. Caddy Corner was the one that they talked about. When you enter in there, it's easy enough for you just to walk in. Most of the building is broken down. However, when you look around, you don't see any easily noticeable doors until Fran and Odie, who, shorter in their status, notice that there's a toppled over bookshelf that is barring and keeping a door unseen. And the door has a latch lock with a padlock over it, down towards where only they would notice from their height. There's a benefit to being around knee height.
All right. So is the cabinet, is this actually tipped over, or is it sort of like, it looks like it's tipped over, but it's actually part of the door or something like that?
No, it's actually tipped over, but it's meant to, like, hide the door.
Okay. Well, seems they gave us this entrance, but if we're meeting someone here, they clearly got in there some other way.
Probably.
We should be wary of escape routes and reinforcements.
Fair call.
Well, I guess I'll pick the lock.
Maybe
Go
you
ahead.
should check to make sure that they didn't also trap it first.
That's a good call.
As I see him pull out his lockpicks.
Huh. Yeah. All right. You need to roll me a survival check. Because you have proficiency in thieves' tools, you have advantage. Great advantage. There does appear to be a trap. Not a harmful one, but as you get closer to where it is, if you were to lift up this cabinet, there's this little thin wire that traces underneath the door. And when you pull on the wire a tiny little bit, you can hear just the bare, smallest sound coming from the other side of the door of metal tapping metal. If you were to move this shelf without checking for these traps, it would have rung a bell alerting people down there of your coming.
I think this whole thing might be some kind of test.
Test or a trap, we treated it the same either way.
Well, I think they're just trying to see if we can get in to this meeting without, making fools of ourselves.
I don't disagree. I stand by my statement. Test or a trap, we treat it the same way. We go in quiet until it's time to not be quiet anymore, or until Ebenezer steps on a nail or something.
All right. So, disarm the trap. Is
Okay.
that sleight of hand?
That's sleight of hand. With advantage still.
One, 2, 1. Nice.
All right. So,
Oh, now we got to pick the lock.
you manage to... You take the wire, severing it, then you coil it up a little bit and keep wrapping and wrapping, making sure the tension stays exactly as it should, until you place it against the door, get a small nail and just push it into the door, keeping the tension exactly where it needs to be with the presumably inside ring of the bell held against the metal. Nice.
Hell yeah. All right.
Now you have to pick the lock. Sleight of hand.
$23.
Perfect. Click, click, click. That part's easy. And now, you and Fran can easily climb or crouch underneath the cabinet to get in there. The other two would have to, crawl, or you can move the cabinet out of the way. Your call.
Did you say this was a padlock?
It was, yeah.
I'm taking it.
Okay. So, you all venture inside. Since you have the opportunity to get the drop on them, is there anything you all would like to do?
I would like to disguise self as the drunk dwarf from the that first thief place we
Oh, the one in his
broke
underwear?
into. Yeah, the one in his underwear.
That was tied to
I
the
just
bed?
don't want to be Neesian when I do this.
So you all see
Are you in your
a drunken
underwear?
dwarf in his whitey tighties.
It'll look, yeah, and his whitey tighties.
I mean, you could have put on clothes. You still wouldn't look like you, but
I could have.
yeah. All
I
right.
was-
This is so unsettling.
We're in love.
you even got the stains down. That's the part that.
Oh.
The stains are like Rorschach's mask. They're constantly
Yep.
shifting.
Oh.
Oh.
And then I'm going to. Oh wait, no, I don't have that spell anymore. Never mind.
No, you don't.
I stopped taking Blade Ward with this character. I'll pull out. I'll get Willie back out. Rat will pop up out of nowhere. And he'll pull a little cloak out. Put his cloak on. That's when he's here is when he has the cloak. He takes off the cloak and blends in when I dismiss him. That's how you know when Willie's around.
I don't know if we're talking about yours or like a person.
We're talking about my rat.
I don't think she was here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no, you
go
weren't
ahead.
here.
Describe Willie and the whole situation.
Because it's probably pretty good. It's probably good to elaborate on that. Great question, Fran. Are we talking about your Willie?
We needed help to scout the jail last time, and Odvar had already burned, or didn't want to burn, rightfully so, didn't want to burn another set of shape changes to do it. So I'd been studying the book that I told nobody to read, and I
The rat
summoned,
book?
yeah, and I summoned a little rat to help me. And a little rat came out, and he was wearing a red cape. And then later, when I didn't need him, I told him, I dismissed him because it's Find Familiar spell. The Find Familiar, you can dismiss your familiar into the ether and then call him back whenever you want. But instead of actually dismissing him, he just removes his cape and blends in like a regular rat.
Yeah, bring up the picture.
Oh yeah, I do have a picture for him. And I named him Willie because he's the opposite of Millie. He's the M reversed for Millie.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
That's my little rat Willie.
Little Willy Willy.
Oh yeah, I was singing that song last week. I actually had to listen to it after the set. That's why I was playing that
That's
song.
why you were playing that song.
Yes.
All right.
This whole thing is ridiculous.
Yes. D&D.
Okay, now that I'm up to speed. Thank you for pausing the game to catch me up.
Alrighty.
Hilarious. I'm gonna pull out Willie.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think about that at the time.
Me neither, but I
Right
mean.
after you transformed into a dwarf in his underwear.
Yeah.
And I pull out Willie. Huh?
Let me pull Willie out. We'll get started.
I was like, God, when did this turn this way?
No, we're still on YouTube, guys. We're...
So, this is clean. It's not my dwarf is dressed, and it's only a fake illusion anyways. I still have my full armor on.
Yeah, it's not real nudity, it's anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when did we switch to OnlyFans?
When it was better money.
Oh.
God, okay.
Okay, so you guys are walking down the stairs, just walking in.
Well, I want to kind of stealth in.
Yes.
Roll your sleuth checks, everybody, Millie included.
All right, give me 30
Willie included.
Mm.
Oh, damn it. That wasn't supposed to be an advantage.
Oh, jeez.
Such a good roll.
What does Millie roll for stealth? Is it Dex or?
If you have proficiency, she gets to have it as well, but it is Dex. It should be on her sheet if she is proficient.
I don't see stealth on there though. I just see
It-
strength, Dex, con, and charisma.
Let me open up her sheet real quick.
Unless I'm.
I don't think she's trained in it, so it would just be a flat dex check.
No, on the left-hand side, stealth +4.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep. Left-hand
Millie's-
side, it's underneath all of the bigger numbers of Constitution, Int, Wisdom.
Millie's stealthier than my rat.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
We all rolled so bad.
I'm happy with my roll. 11.
I mean, I
that's
got
good.
an 18. That's pretty good.
Oh, did you? I guess I didn't see yours.
I accidentally rolled with advantage. One of them was a nat 20, and the other one was a 10.
But
18,
saying that
9.
we're generally a pretty stealthy party, that Ebenezer rolled higher than most of us.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Ebenezer's been doing real good today.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I do have advantage on stealth because of the boots.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I do have the 28.
Hell yeah.
What
Plus
is that
9,
thing
plus
that you
9, plus
guys?
10, plus 10,
Hmm?
What is that thing you guys do where you roll a shitload of dice to get all the bad rolls out? What do you do? What is that? Can I do that?
/R space, and then however many d20s you want. So you could do /R space 20 d20 /R space 100 d20.
20 d20.
And if you do talk to myself first, then we don't see all that spam. You can turn it so that if you do
Oh,
talk
okay.
to...
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that part.
Me neither. I need
Yeah.
to teach all
Yeah,
the other games that because it just.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I do it, I usually do /talk to myself, do whatever I need to do, and then I turn it off and turn it back off.
How do you turn it off?
/talk to myself.
Oh, you do it again.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you had to type something else.
I think
like,
there's a
talk to
different-
others.
I think there's a different code, but if you just do /talk to myself, it'll turn it back off.
So your stealth check comes out to a group average of 13.
Ooh, nice.
For Ebenezer, that is very good.
Yeah, for Ebenezer, he's like, nice. I'm like,
No, Ebenezer did great for
dude,
him.
he did.
Yeah. By his
Didn't even
standards.
hear myself. Yeah, I didn't even hear myself.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm so sneaky. So, let me check the passives of whom may or may not be down here. Alrighty. Okay. So, you guys, let me bring you over to the new map. You enter into a cruddy, broken down looking labyrinth style prison. A location that has been completely out of disuse since the first attack on the city by the winged ones, the dragons. You can see thick cobwebs have set up and settled in corners, and there appears to be blood stains littering around the establishment, as well as scorch marks. Marks that look a little different, Odie, you'd be able to tell, than just fire. Something else burned and corroded away this area down here. Despite that, the metal bars are mostly still intact, just certain areas are open, as if burnt away and through to get to something inside. As all of you have stealthily made your way down here, I'm unsure if you see or not, but there's an individual leaning against the wall, kind of like paying attention, but not really.
Are there light sources down here, or am I seeing only because of Fran?
You are seeing because of the torches that are set up down here.
Okay, so there are light sources.
Yes.
Okay. And we just see the one individual?
Yep. You just see them.
Do they see us?
Insight check.
No guidance.
Okay. You see that eye patch?
Yeah?
Yeah, they can't see over there where you guys are.
I'm going to...
He's standing there facing the wall?
No, he's facing this wall. Imagine the eye patch is on the other side, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and
That's what I was like, but that's the eye.
that's my justification for them having shitty passives.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm going to... I'm going to cast Sleep.
Okay. Before that part, there's one more information I wanted to give
Oh,
Odie.
yep.
You could probably make it as far as this square right here and be completely outside of his peripheral vision. But keep in mind, bars, even though they are terrain you guys can move through because of the dynamic lighting, you can't move through them. There's bars there.
Okay.
Actually, there's
Oh, wait,
probably a setting
and
for
he's...
this.
I will try to clean my ear, pull on it, clean it while I'm looking at Neeson, as if I have water in my ear.
Send a message to Ebenezer. What?
Should I put him to sleep and take him out that way, or what do you think?
I think I would save anything that's a limited resource.
All right.
I'm gonna send Simon around the corner and see what's over here.
You did roll Simon's stealth and all of that, correct?
Yeah, but he only got a 9.
Okay, have him flapping around over there.
I want to send Willie down the other direction. Down here.
Okay, have him scurry over there.
And I think Simon, isn't he an Al? Don't they get advantage on stealth? Or is that old?
It doesn't say advantage, but he's got a +3 to stealth.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of
Owls.
like Owlin or something like that.
Yeah. Owls don't provoke attacks opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
have
think I'm
fly.
thinking of the character. I think I was thinking of the old character race, the Owlin.
All right. So he heads up to this northern area and sees absolutely nothing. There's some bones of individuals that have died here previously, presumably just left here and eaten and chewed up by the rats that found their way inside. It's an unfortunate happenstance of war and conflict where prisons are just forgotten about. All the tragedies that affect the people up top are always prioritized. But you continue having him search around. Willie, on the other hand, as little... I love that token so much. Okay. Look at that boy.
He's a good little boy.
He deserves cheese.
He does.
You better buy cheese.
I'll buy cheese.
Good, good, good.
What are the odds I have cheese?
Yeah, I can't believe that 3 of the party members have either a familiar or a pet. It's kind of funny.
It is. What are the odds you have cheese? I'll say 60 or higher. Or sorry, yes, 40 or higher. Nice.
I've got fucking good cheese.
You got good cheese.
That's my cheese. It's my snacking cheese.
It's probably fresh too. It's probably near the ranch dip and carrots.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you just swiped the man's cheese right off the table.
Shit's
tender.
Gruyere.
Willie can continue walking if he would like. You can also have Simon continue walking if you would like. Just go room by room, though.
Yeah.
All right. Simon peers into this other chamber, and unlike this one, which is in complete disrepair and disuse, this chamber actually seems cleaned out of many of the harsher environments that it may have previously have had. It seems to have a couple of bedrolls down here by the looks of it too, and Simon can kind of see into the further away chamber that has a few cells, but the cells are opened up with maybe a couple of blankets in there as well. This definitely looks like a place that individuals can keep themselves housed up inside of. Now Willie sees what Willie sees.
Oh.
Esmerella, lying on a table with a single sheer blanket over top of her, looking completely like shit. Though it has only been less than 12 hours since you encountered her, she has clearly been through a few fights and altercations since then.
He's here. Willie spots her down south.
Who?
She's in a cage, I'm assuming, based off the thing.
Yeah. Now I need... Hey, I didn't tell you to go in the next room
Oh,
yet.
sorry.
Go
What?
back. I need you
Oh.
to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'll indicate to everyone. Simon went up there, and there's like nicer rooms and some cells, but nobody's up there. So there's not more guards hiding, at least up in the northern area.
14 does not notice anything.
Okay.
Just Esmerella lying there.
Okay.
Now he can go into the next room.
Okay. She looks like she's alone. Gonna keep going past, see if there's anything in the next room.
Where's the leader?
I don't know. All I've seen is Esmerella.
Is there another exit? Are they not here yet?
There's another entrance into that room from the room where the muscle is. And there's another room past. I'm slowly moving that way.
Should we do anything to the door behind us that we came in, just so we know if someone opens it?
Maybe. The last room just looks like broken wine crates.
Yes. However, based off of the 14 perception, there's no smell of wine coming in from those barrels. Instead, there is smells of something more earthy and piercing to his nostrils.
Some bad
Coffee
wine
grind.
or something.
Coffee grinds to hide the drugs.
I mean, it looks like it's just a clear path to Esmerella. If we go down, should we just go and grab her? I don't know if she's going to make noise or not, but...
Should we announce ourselves to the muscle and say that we're here for the meeting? Because we're supposed to be here, presumably. Like, they're expecting us.
I know, but right now, we could just get out of here without...
Or
do we-
There's no reason to assume that we can't just turn on them randomly, you know?
Yes, but if we get her out and we don't announce ourselves, maybe we can get out of here without them knowing we were ever here. Take the girl back and then come back pretending that we were on our initial meeting.
This whole
You guys are getting in my head and I keep thinking all this subterfuge and it just gets
Like-
weird.
they're testing us. Like, can we get down here without making a racket? What do we do when we get down here? Like, I don't know. It just seems too easy. One guard, a shitty lock, or like a little cage. I mean,
Fair. She looks like she's been beaten up pretty bad. So you just want to admit that we're here and
I don't know.
draw
We
them
could.
out?
Well, we could.
Can
or we could,
I look
like,
through Simon's eyes and try to see in the room that's well kept? Is there like a secret door or any other entrance in here? Like,
Have
Why
him
is
roll a
this
perception
one-
check.
well, I'll look through his eyes.
Yes. Golden eyes.
Try to see if we're missing something. God damn it, Simon! You got shit in your eyes.
I think we should just go ahead and just try to get her while we're here. We don't need to draw attention or bring more people down here.
But I haven't seen the person we're supposed to meet either.
That's what I mean. So if we haven't seen them, we could not be seeing a whole lot of people.
So, to Oddvar's point, we could just walk out and that way at least they don't like jump at us from a surprise in theory.
Why don't you three hide and I can announce myself?
It'd be weird if you came alone and you wouldn't have been able to get in here. I'll go with you. These two can hide. I'll walk out with you.
Well, to your point, the door was locked.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so if we announce ourselves, they're nowhere in here, and we
Well,
went through
it
the
was
lock.
it was supposed to be locked. That was part of it. The
we
tinker
weren't-
told us it was going to be locked.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's all a test.
Okay.
They're trying to gauge us.
I'm gonna have Willie start coming back to me.
Okay.
All right, if you guys are going in, then
Sorry, Neeson.
yeah. Oh,
Willie makes
Okay.
it this far
okay.
and then disappears.
Somebody killed Willie.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was an 18 either to hit or on perception, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
Willie's
there's
dead.
a wrinkle. He never saw anybody?
No,
Oh, man.
they're an
Should I-
Assassin's Guild.
Should I go ahead and announce
Yeah.
ourselves? No?
Yes. Just do it.
Excuse me. Hello, ring ring.
All right. Is everyone else going to keep standing in that corridor, or are you moving? Holly might still
I'm-
be AFK.
I'm standing with Ebenezer as
Oh,
his
and I should probably-
backup.
I should probably move myself to like there.
I'm
Nees-
gonna move down just to here.
Okay. Neeson, if Holly's still AFK, you move Fran Millie
Okay.
as well, where you think she should be.
Brand will go up here to the opposite of where I did.
I'm going to have Simon loop around.
So, this large tiefling that has black hair stuck to the end of his bloodied warhammer turns and looks over at you, Ebenezer.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, excuse me. The what was the guy's name? Toy maker.
Tinkerman.
Yeah. We're excuse me. The Tinkerman sent us. We're here. Are you the one I'm supposed to speak with?
I was informed there was supposed to be more of you. Where's the goblin?
They're here. There are more of us. Just, I'm assuming when you go out with your friends on your jobs for your boss, you're not all noisy and, hey, look at me and stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not that type. I'm the, chatter, chit-chat. I'm my own Kathy talking doll. Whir.
So weird. Roll me persuasion, because you're not, like, lying about anything.
Here we go. Persuasion. Let me turn. Oh, yeah, okay, that's good. 23.
Ooh. He'll nod his head as you say that.
I mean, I assume you're not the only one here. You're the one that I see, but I assume there are others.
Hey, don't make any assumptions. Step on out into the light.
My wife always used to tell me that. I was making an ass out of myself because I would assume too much.
Damn it, those are my cards. You're not taking any.
I don't know how to get rid of them.
Here, I'll take them.
There's just like a 5 above my... I don't know what that is.
I'm stealing
go.
them. Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't...
Now I have
Yeah.
them. And you
Yeah,
don't.
go ahead. I don't know what they mean.
So, you step out and he looks at you. I'm Renessa.
Yes, you are the one that Tippy
Dad.
Boy told us to talk to.
That doesn't sound right. They said it was a leader.
I am a leader.
Oh, I mean,
He
you
glares
don't really look
down
like
at you.
leaders to me. I'm not getting an air of leadership.
And you don't look like someone I should trust.
I don't want to admit the fact that I've seen the leaders. And they're like hooded dudes in cloaks. Well, sorry to judge. So, what... You want to talk to us about what kind of deal we can strike? We need that girl so we can complete our job for the Artisans Guild.
Yeah, well, you see, there's a little issue with that. You need her for a job with the guild, but We need her because she knows too much. You understand loose ends and all that. So, we're more than happy to cut a reasonable deal for you. The deal is, since none of you know very much about what's happening, you never speak of me again to anyone in this city, including those thieves' guilds. And if you do that, we'll allow you all to keep living. And we're even willing to, sweeten the pot a little bit, if you will. He reaches behind himself, pulls out a coin purse, and tosses it between all of you, landing right here. It landed with quite a thud.
I held my hand up to catch it, and it just falls way short.
Yeah. You were ready. I believe that should compensate you far more than the artisan guild you were speaking of.
Well, that may be true, but it does not bode well if we can't complete our tasks.
Tell you what, when we're done with her, I'll deliver the head to you personally.
Or we can just take her now.
Really?
Say that out loud.
He lifts up the hammer and swings to place it onto his shoulder. Really?
We were just going through options, weren't we? You mentioned yours, I mentioned ours.
I'm a level-headed guy. You don't need her alive. And you don't need this war.
True about the war.
Is there anyone else in this room?
But
Roll me a perception check, Odie.
I
This
do
is an
have
Assassin's Guild.
I do have a bone to pick with her and her bird.
Oh, so you want to finish her off yourself, huh?
I would like to take her and the bird. She has quite the mouth on her.
Roll me a deception check on that one.
Yep.
You can use strength over charisma if you wish.
I'll use charisma. Okay, here we go.
Because the funny thing with your character is, if you try to, you could seem like that type of asshole.
Yes, I very well could. Nope, 11. Well, I don't know if it's a low. I don't know if it's a low.
You have to beat his passive insight for that to be considered a success. He nods. Give me a minute. Don't move.
Of course.
He goes down into this room over here. Neeson, I need a perception check from you.
Would have been a lot easier if I still had little Willie.
Yeah. The vengeance of Neeson is coming. He's an expensive rat.
9.
9. All right,
I'm too choked up over Willie.
you don't notice anything. You've had him for all of one day.
That hasn't even been a full day yet.
Yep. Oh, Simon flies over to there?
Yeah. Since they left the room, he's... Because I know Willie died down here somewhere while I saw that guy, so there's a guy around here somewhere.
Come on, then. Just you.
All right. And I will 5, 10, 15, blah, blah, blah.
Do. You're on the jail cell, so you might get stuck. There you go.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, and I'm going to keep a good I'll stay about 10 feet away from him so that I'm not like in melee range.
Odie, I assume that's the bag of gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you pick it up. Are you checking it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just hanging out.
All right, come on in, Ebenezer.
And I'll stand in the doorway for now,
Okay.
so that I can't be shut on me.
Yep. Eben or Odie, you pick up the purse, open it up. It's full of fucking copper. Those cheap bastards. This is
I'm
like
gonna
2 gold.
Can I message Ebenezer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him a message and be like, the bag's copper, be on your guard.
Understood. Maybe you guys should move closer.
I know Neeson was over here somewhere, so I'm gonna try to send him a message.
Ping. You ping
They
these.
offered us a big bag, but it's copper. They're fucking with us.
Yeah, it's a trap. I'm moving in.
Ebenezer just went into that room.
So, Ebenezer, he gestures over at the jail cell where Esmeralda begins getting up and her eyes go wide. Then sharply
waiting.
over towards him.
I've been waiting for this. And I reach back and pull out the greatsword. I want to look into your eyes while we speak.
I'm gonna send a message to Millie. Or Fran, sorry, not to Millie.
Oh,
Hugs,
little,
hugs.
little. Oh, I love you so much.
Telling them to move forward as well.
Okay, so where are you? Let's give you guys a moment to reposition.
10, 15,
So did he tell me to stay where I was, or can
Yeah.
I move?
Yo, he told you to stay where you were,
Yeah.
but you already moved forward to grab the coin purse.
Yeah,
Well,
he said
that's-
Ebenezer only move forward.
Yeah.
So you can interpret it as you wish.
Well, I figured picking up the coin purse wasn't pushing it too far, but if I'm all of a sudden like over here, I'll probably get pissed off.
But yeah, he positions himself over by this wall, Ebenezer.
Yeah.
And gestures over towards the jail cell, and yeah, go on ahead.
Can I take another look through Simon's eyes to see if anyone's in this room or
Roll me a perception check.
there's somebody around down here?
Yeah, Simon
Here we go.
rolls the check. You don't.
Well, I'm looking through his eyes. I don't use.
But it's Simon is the one who makes those checks, not you. You would do the insight, but the perception, he is the one looking.
All right. Fair enough.
Just
12.
get out, roll with a crap for perception.
Diamond, it's too bright. Needs darkness.
Simon is a predator. He doesn't look out. He
Ow.
looks for.
True.
So yeah, he watches Ebenezer pulling out the blade greedily. Then, as you step up, Ebenezer, Muscle smiles and will open up the cage.
Tell me, where's your bird?
Hopefully far away.
Don't worry, you'll be with him soon. I'm going to feed you to him in pieces.
Her eyes go wide.
We tried to talk to you, but you just didn't listen. And I'll step forward a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And we double check this.
I'm gonna keep progressing forward one more round towards Odvar.
Go right ahead. Remember, half movement for stealthing.
Yeah.
Odie, you are not currently stealth, so if you're going to try to move forward, you have to stealth.
Yeah, alright. I will stealth forward.
I will bonus action
God
so I can keep
damn,
up with
I
Odvar.
trip. Oh!
You drop one of the copper pieces. Ding, 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 ding. Pick it back up. Millie, are you, or Fran and Millie, are you still progressing forward a little bit more? Go right ahead. Okay. 11 still beats his passive. Ebenezer, what were you saying?
Any last words or any argument for why I should not do what I'm about to do?
Well, I guess this is one way to have freedom finally.
Yes, it could have been different. And yeah, go ahead.
I said, can I actively look around?
Yes, you can.
Shit.
11 has been the number today, huh?
I'm gonna look at Fran. See anybody?
Yep. Fran, you may roll your perception.
You're on mute too.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could look around.
It's our last shot because I'm about ready to pull the trigger. Whew, my palms are sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti. Fran, from where you are, there's absolutely no movement or sounds coming from this upper area over here. Nothing from the northern area at all. However, despite the rattling of the cage down there, you do... As a hunter, you have this unique affinity for being able to locate creatures in their natural habitats. Whenever something's in an environment it is adept at, something that it is exceptional at, it has a way of breathing that makes it easier for you to know. It's how you hunt the deers, noticing the breath marks even in the cold against the bark of a tree, noticing the exhausted sigh of relief of familiarity. It's something every animal naturally does in its natural environment. You can hear that breathing coming down further past where Ebenezer is.
Could I do like a nature to try to figure out what it is?
A person.
Count or no?
A person who considers this a natural environment for them to be in.
A person. But what is there any way that I can investigate further to try to figure out what direction the person is coming from, or like where in the vicinity of Ebenezer they are, or
you'd have to be much closer, which would put you in the room with the muscle, but you know there's somebody else down there.
So I can't think. I guess I don't know what to do.
You can alert your allies that there is another individual
yeah,
unseen.
I guess I'll just let Nisian know and Advar know that there's somebody else here. In the room with Ebenezer, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'll keep moving down that way, but it's probably time for Ebenezer to take whatever he's going to do on his turn.
Can we just let Millie just like barrel through that room and just like knock into him, and we can just take her and go?
We're about to get there.
Sorry.
Try.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Do we get one more round of movement, or are we here until Ebenezer's move?
You have one more round of movement, each of you.
You can only move 15 feet, Fran. Because you're still stealthing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just barely hanging on right now.
You're fine.
You're good. We're almost done.
I have bonus action, so I can dash for free. So I'm going to move to here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So is our action the stealthing, or can we...
Well, your action was the stealthing, but if you are maintaining your stealth, you're moving at half movement speed.
I just wasn't sure if you were able to, like, use your action to move another 15. Because I'm not doing it. I don't know. It's fine. Makes sense.
Look at you. Things could have turned out so much different if you had just listened and not been a brat.
She closes
And-
her eyes.
I look at her, and I look over at the muscle.
He gave you a name, sir.
Raina, Rezina, Renisa. Look over at Renisa. Witch Bolt, second level at Renisa.
And that's where we're
We're in
calling the
combat.
session this week. When we come back next week, you are getting Ebenezer is rolling normal. Neeson has advantage. Odvar has advantage. Fran and Millie have advantage. And the real Renissa has advantage. The muscle has disadvantage. Okay, we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Ooh.